I'll be your engineer. If you got any questions you get back in, I'll go ahead and answer them for you. But I'll talk to you all the way around out here. Matter of fact, I'll talk to you so much about halfway around you guys will say, doesn't that guy ever shut up? Not on this trip, maybe next one. Okay, first thing we're going to talk about is going to be on your right side over here. Talk about this big old mountain. Now, originally this was called Sky Mountain or Promise Mountain. Now they call this the Superstitions. He changed the name back in the 1920s out there. This is the western edge of Superstitions. Almost 250 miles all the way around. Almost 1 mile to the top. Second most photographed mountain in Arizona is 25 to 30 million years old, formed by a volcano to there. How you doing, buddy? The federal government maintains it. Can't go up there and pan for gold. Can't have electronics or motorized vehicles up on top. But on your left side over here as well as your right, you're going to start seeing these big, tall, green cactus. They're called saguaro cactus. Only found here in Sonora Desert, Southwest.
Oh, okay. I take that back.
Now, they live up to 250 years. They grow 20 to 50 feet tall. They have to be at least 75 years old before they can start growing an arm on them. And the first 10 years of its life, it grows 1 inch. Here on the left side, these are called cholla cactus. Nicknames: jumping cactus, flying cactus, if you will. Get close to them, you'll find out what they're all about. You can see a little bird hopping in and out called the cactus red. Makes his home right back in there. Arizona's official bird. But on your left side over here, down the slope of that hill, you're going to see some that look like paddles, Mickey Mouse ears. That is a prickly pear. And they make jams, jellies, and soaps, and soft drinks, and you find them all around the cantina area up in there. Hard drinks you find off to the right up in there. Now they're making fudge out of it. Fried bread. They're just getting crazy, but the stuff sure is delicious. Here on the right side is green tree. It's called a Palo Verde tree. Arizona's official tree. And it stays green all year round out here. Now, these animals are so small, all the water runs right to the root system on there. This here on the right is called a steel head frame, built in the early 1900s. Now, everything out here is powered by coal and steam out here. Coal and steam.
As soon as I get home, he leaves me a message. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. Will you call me when you get home? It was like 45 minutes when he was to me getting home.
So here on the right side starts the very first mine. It's called the Wasp Mine back in through here. Now originally this was below ground. Now they consider this open pit mining right through here. It's about 3.5 acres right there. Tell you about the tree real fast called the sweet tree. They use this for safety. Produces a little bean pod. They pound it down, make flour out of it, cut the tree down, use it for firewood all year round out here. But right on the right side by the telephone pole is the edge of that mine now. Our family bought this in 1983, and they pulled out well over 3,000 ounces of gold. Today's money, $3 million came out of that hole right there, and it's about 3.5 acres right there. But now it's got about 60 foot of water in it. So we dumped a bunch of goldfish in there, and about the only gold coming out of here. But you're not allowed to go fishing. It's called a Wasp Mine back in through here. Down the slope of that hill, you're going to see 2 smokestacks. That's a coal fire steam furnaces. These are the last 2 in existence in the 1890s out here. They powered all the equipment that we we had out here at the time. Everything out here is coal and steam out here. Now, when we go underneath the trestle right ahead of us, everything I'm going to talk to you guys about happened in 1890s out here, but only for 5 years out here. We'll roll back into the past a little bit. And coming up here on the right, you're going to see a steel cage. Now, a steel cage is what they used for jail cells out here in the 1890s. So you can imagine, 110, 115 degrees, you got to sit out there for about a week. Now, the shack is called the Cowboy Shack, Gunfighter Shack. When they're in town on the weekends, this is where they hang out. Now, tomorrow they got some kind of Pony Express reenactment, so if you get a chance, come on back out. It's a free show. Now, as you come out on your right side over here, you're going to see an opening to a mine with the ore car in front of it. That is the Mammoth Mine right there. It's 1,052 feet deep. It's the richest of all the mines that we had out here at the time. Oh, the Mammoth Mine. But way past that green building with the red roof, I mean way out there. That's where the Black Queen Mine sits out there. Now, miners go out, they dig down about 10 feet. You can't find any gold, find another claim out here, dig down another 10 feet. Just keep on going until they find something they like. For reference, these mountains through here, these are called Goldfield Mountains, Goldfield Hills, Goldfield Mining District. We found all of our gold all the way around us out here. But up in front of the locomotive here, to the right, you're going to see a rock formation up there. That is the Bulldog Mine that sits up there. Now, originally had a face of a bulldog on it, but miners went up there and blew that face right off. But to be more about the bulldog further up the line, but he'll keep an eye on us all the way around. Now, 4 gentlemen out of Denver heard about us, all mining engineers. They came out, are scratching around out here, found some gold. Matter of fact, we found a lot of gold. Well, they decided to buy all 4 of these mines out here for $20,000. Today's money would be $681,000. Now, being that they're all mining engineers, they know that most of your gold is always going to be found underground. So you put all the mines back underground. Make sure all the miners live all through the hills out here back to work. Now, the miners that lived out here, they would live in what they call a half log cabin, half canvas. During the day, they'd roll up that canvas. At night, roll it back down to stay warm. Only 10 people lived up in town. Now, here's the deal on the mines, guys. Now, originally, we had just basically 4 major mines, okay? But we had well over 200 mines. They're called surface mines, well over. They would dig down anywhere between 5 foot down to 100. Couldn't find nothing, they move over, just start digging holes up, but they're all over out here. Now, yesterday, in 1890s money, it'd be about $2 million that came out of Goldfield. Today's money would be about $12 million. Now, on your left side over here, guys, anybody got a camera, get your cameras out now. You're going to start seeing my best views here. Backside of Goldfield with the Superstitions in the background like you've never seen them before. No houses, no cars, just plain beauty. And I'm going to tell you what's up in town, just like it was in the 1890s. First building up there is a trading post. Second is a church. Our church is open 24/7, 7 days a week. After services on Sundays, they'll bless your horses for you up there. Then you got a savagery shop. Well, back then they called them shutterbugs. Pottery barn, they called it earthworks. Got a bordello with 3 bars, butcher shop, barber shop, 1 room schoolhouse. Mercantile, restaurants, cafes, doctor's office, and liquor safe. Now, the federal government heard about us out here, sent a representative out to come check us out. Comes out, looks around, likes what he sees out here. Sees a lot of people moving in and out of Goldfield. A lot of freight for the mines, a lot of mail. They decided they're going to open up a post office here in 1893. Now, when they did that, Goldfield became a certified town, and there were 4 towns out here now. Goldfield was the richest and the biggest population. We had well over 500 miners out here. The other towns, Mesa City, now called Mesa, had 400 people. Hayden's Ferry, which is St. Pete, had 300 people. and Haystacks, which is now called Phoenix, and 400 plus people out there. Now, there's also times out here we had well over 1,500 miners out here. I'll tell you a story about a young doctor, surgeon, came out of Chicago in late 1880. On his way out here, got sick. Thought he was going to die before he made it out, but he made it out. And after 6 years of being out here, he became well. He became Goldfield's official doctor, as well as Mesa City's doctor. Now, he would travel round trip, 40 miles, Mesa City and back, horse and buggy only. Take a little over 14 hours to make that run. But one day a miner decides to go up there and get a haircut and shave. Goes up, sits in the barber chair. Well, the butcher next door decides he's going to go out and kill a cow for the day, make some extra money. Picks up his tools, picks up his rifle, goes outside. But then he realizes that he forgot to close the door. Spins back around, goes back inside. Throws on them tools, throws on that rifle. Rifle goes off. Bullet goes through his wall, into the barbershop, hits that miner right in the chest. Now the doctor that was supposed to die on the way out here became Goldfield's official, took care of that man for over 4 years of his life out here. On the right side there's that bulldog right there. He's watching us as we're going around right there. Well, I was going to tell you guys about the mountain, but if I talk to you about the mountain, then you're going to be fixated on that mountain. You won't be able to see all the better sights that we have out here right now. So, I'm going to talk to you about this zip line because I know all you guys want to go ride it when we get back in. Now, this is a true story. I like talking about it. That's the only reward I get for this. Matter of fact, I talk about it every time I go around. Now, originally this zip line was 115 feet tall. I said I'd go up there, but I never made it. Now they put 31 more feet on top of this thing, I'm not going. But they said, Fred, if you go all the way to the top, you can see 70 miles all the way around. I said, okay, I take your word for it. I'm not going. But it seems like everybody goes up there, has a great time, God bless them, just not me. Nope, not doing it. On your right side again, there's that bulldog. Now, if you guys want $1 billion photo shot, it's coming up. So get out your cameras here on the right side. You're going to come up to this tree right here on my left side. And just as we get to the edge of it, on the other side of the edge of it, you're going to look straight up in there, to your right a little bit. You're looking at between two swole cactus, and then you're going to see the bulldog looking down at you. So when I tell you I got my shot, and I'm going to be coming to the right a little bit, you get ready for yours. Just as we're passing this tree right here, right in front of me right now. Otherwise, you can see the bulldog, but the cactus will be too far spread out. So, just as get to the outside edge of it, right now, there's my shot right there. There's yours coming up. Now, Jacob Walsh in the Lost Dustman's Gold Mine. Now, this fella come in town every different direction. He'd leave in every different direction so nobody could ever find his mine. But he always had gold in his pockets. Well, he got lucky out here and met himself a lady. Never told her where it was at. Never wrote nothing down. But on his deathbed, he finally told her where it's at. He passes on. Well, she come out here looking for it. She spent 3 years out here. She died out here broke. Never found nothing. But they're thinking that the bulldog right there was his mine. That was the last place they found gold here in Goldfield. But no, now they're starting to deflect. They say, no, it's over here, up in that mountain up in there. Nobody really knows. But you can't imagine the amount of people that come here from all over the world out here looking for that mine. It's an unbelievable amount of people. Now things are going good out here. All the miners are happy. 10 people in town, everybody's happy. Everybody's working. But all of a sudden, in a mammoth mine, right back there by the trestle with the ore car in front of it, 1,052 feet below, they hit into an aquifer down below. Started filling up with water. Took all the miners out, put them in the other mines, went back to work. got to be about 400 foot. Pumps they had back then couldn't keep up, shut it down. As of this morning, they told us there's about almost 1,000 foot of water in that line that's up in there with that ore car in front of it. But as luck would have it, one by one in the other mines, they started filling up with water. All the miners got nervous, left town, ended up with 10 people. Well, it seems like we're always coming up with 10 people here. Through 140 years, everything's 10 people, 10 people, 10 people. I'm number 8 of the 10 people that's here now. It keeps getting crazy 30 years. So anyway, what was that? Okay. So all the miners left town and ended up with the 10 people. Well, the federal government heard something went wrong out here. Sent a representative back out. Comes out, looks around, comes over and says, hey, you only got 10 people here. You can't keep a post office open with just 10 people. Well, 5 years after they opened it, they shut it down. 1898, Goldfield became certified ghost town. One little schoolhouse closed in 1902. Arizona became a state in 1912. Now, in the 1920s, with a new owner out here, they opened back up. The first year, they found 200,000 in gold out here. Second year, couldn't find no new gold. Shut it all back down again. But if you get a chance, about halfway up in town, there's a museum. They got a lot of books, magazines, a lot of photographs. Now, the photographs is what helped recreate this whole town here. You'd be happy you checked it out. Now, here's a little bit more about the story. Now, originally, we only had 6 buildings out here, okay? Every time something went wrong out here, the miners would steal all the wood off the places, take it out here and burn it, use it for housing. The last building here, on your left, says Miner's Grill up there. Now, the only reason I mention that name, so you guys see where it's at, but all the wood that's around there and everything else, the actual wood from the 1890s, so if you get a chance, go check it out. Now, thanks again for riding with the Superstition Scenic Railroad at the Goldfield station. We get up in here and get stopped. I come back there and open up the gates for you. But you got a question, I go ahead and answer them for you. If you're going to stay in town, make sure you got plenty of water. On your way home, have a good time. Now, anybody see that graveyard up in town? Maybe I'll tell you a story.
That was another thing that was really cool in Tombstone. The Tombstone Boot Bill, Tombstone. Badass.
My favorite book.
That one, that is, it's a top 5 for the law-abiding citizens. Another one of my